Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
Okay, so now let's try to hire a worker. So I will create a new pre-hire, and then let's give a first name, as let's say James May, okay, and we go to the contact information James May, attest.com, and then the type is work, alright, and then click OK. That's all we need to do when we create a pre-hire, and then it asks for the hire date. Let's put yesterday's date as the hire date. And then the reason? The reason is, let's say, in your position that's fine, employee type is regular, and the job profile is the one that we created yesterday. EDP Sales Location is New York, okay. And then we click on Submit. So after we click on Submit, it goes for the open. Sorry, the proposed compensation hire task. Right? The proposed compensation hire. So let's open that, and let's review what does I mean? What is happening here? You see, the package has to default. Okay, if it is not defaulting, that means there is some problem with the way the rules, everything has been set up. The package has to default. If the package does not default, none of the other components will work correctly. Okay, great and great profile will work anyway, because they have been assigned directly to the job profile. I mean, great is there and job great profile will be picked up from the location. So these two things will work. But if the package does not work, then your salary allowances other options will not get defaulted. So it is very, very important that the package defaults correctly, right? So you see here the package defaulted, which is the rule of compensation package create. These managers are above. That is what we selected in the job profile, and then the great profile has been chosen, automatically be based on the country. The base pay range is there. And let's scroll down a little bit. You see the salary plan has been added. Right? The salary plan has been added, and let's click on the edit to put in some salary. So it gives you the range 50,000 to 80,000 US dollars. Let's put the salary as $65,000. That's it done. Then what happens if I scroll down? You see, the allowance is also available directly, right? The allowance is also coming up automatically as $1,200 US dollars monthly. This is what we had already done. So if the package defaults, all of the other components will automatically default. Right. And you see how easy it is. I just had to enter the salary amount and that's it. It's done so as a recruitment consultant or as the person who is doing the hiring. I don't have to worry about which salary plan to choose which allowances I need to give to the particular worker based on my eligibility rules. It will all default automatically. You see the way the eligibility rules are working now. Now let's have one more worker in the London location. Okay. So let's see how it will make things a bit different. So I go to hire and let's say I go to hire employee. Now create a new pre-hire and let's choose a country to be United Kingdom for the pre-hire, just to make it a bit consistent. Okay, the naming format should also be from the UK. So let's give it a name like Bridget Hammond, okay, and then okay, the legal. The name has to be in capital letters and in contact information. Let's give some email address. Okay, and it is type as work. Click. Okay, Kish, just a moment. Like from the actions, we drilled down to a new pre-hire, right? I couldn't follow that. How higher than hire employees. Okay, and then it gives you the option to create a new pre-hire. If it doesn't give you the option to create a new pre-hire, no problem. You create a pre-hire separately and use that pre-hire in your hire employee task. Not an issue. Okay, so you can create a pre-hire separately as well. Okay, so job profile is EDP Sales. That's the one we have been using so far. And the location. Let's use the location as London. Alright, now, hundreds of Londons. Let's try to choose the correct London. It has to be a business site. This looks to be the correct level. Okay, and that's it. Click Submit. Okay again, so we have to do the compensation. Now let's see what is happening here. Let's scroll down a little bit so our package is added. You see the amount that would be spare each now. It is 40,000 to 90,000 British pounds. Right? It is British pounds, no longer US dollars. Why location? The location we have chosen. We have chosen the location as London, and it qualifies for the eligibility rule. That is country United Kingdom, isn't it? So that is why the total compensation etc. is now in British pounds, and you see the range 40,000 to 90,000. That is the range we had. This we have defined in the Great Profile, which is managers or above in the UK. Right, that is why it is coming up like that. And now in the salary, you see, in the salary also, if I go to edit, it will give you the range 40,000 to 90,000 British pounds. You see, the currency is British pounds, automatically chosen. I don't have to do anything. I design the eligibility rule in a manner so that whenever I do the compensation actually these things will automatically fall in place. So what is the amount? Let's say I give 70,000 British pounds. Now let's scroll down and see the allowance. The allowance is, you see, is 900 British pounds. It is not US dollars because it is based on the location. Right? It's based on the location. So that's why it is coming up in this fashion. 900 British pounds. Let me click on Submit. Once the package defaults, everything will fall in place. You just have to enter the value for the salary, and that's it. So we have hired 2 workers, James Me and Richard Hammond. One is in New York. The other worker is in London. Now let's try to hire. Let's create one more job profile for a non-manager, right? I mean a non-executive level stuff, because if we go back to our compensation package, let's look at our compensation package, and it is called WW compensation package, right? Let's look at it and see what do we have. So we have only managers or above as our compensation grade, And in the compensation plans, we have the salary plan and the car allowance. And the car allowance is only for executive vice presidents, right? So let's try to create a job profile which may be manager or above, but not an executive vice president, right? We don't want an executive vice president.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@uptalk.com.